Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be starting my budget journey. And that feels like a very weird and broad thing to say, and I'll get into the specifics in just a little bit. I purchased a budget planner for 2021. This is the Savvy Saver Happy Planner Girl budget planner. And I know you're getting ring light glare off of the shiny cover, and I apologize for that. There's not much I can do. I will admit that buying a budget planner was an impulse purchase, but that only means that I need a budget planner that much more because I cannot control my money when it comes to new shiny planner products. Planner products have caused me a lot of debt. A lot of things have caused me a lot of debt. This is all to say that I now own a budget planner, and hopefully I will be better at budgeting using this planner. And I am making YouTube videos to keep me accountable to that budgeting. I'm gonna swap into the first page of this just so you're not getting as much glare. I'm gonna get rid of this little tab thing. I want to start by putting my name in the planner. These are like blue foiled letter stickers, and these are blue metal discs, so I think it'll match. I'm not gonna bother doing wax paper because I've put my name in enough planners in the past week that I kind of know where the letters need to go. And I'll talk a little bit more about why I'm budgeting while I put these letters into place. So to start things off, I'm a grad student, and you may have heard, grad students don't make a lot of money. Like, my scholarship covers my tuition, but I still have to pay fees on the tuition, and it pays me a monthly stipend, but it cuts close to minimum wage. I'll say that. It would be more than minimum wage if I included how much money I was saving on tuition, but I don't make a lot of money. I work a second on-campus job for some extra spending money, but again, it's not a high-paying gig. I really rely on the funds of that second job for any extra spending money, whether that be planner supplies or clothing, snack food. My grad student stipend covers basic living expenses such as utilities and rent, parking fees. Well, I pay for parking, spot parking or whatever. So it covers the basics. Insurance is included in that, but I'm still on my parents' insurance. Covers the basics, but anything beyond that has to be covered elsewhere. And I've always had a problem with spending beyond my means. I like nice things, what can I say? And I like planners, and I like stickers, and when new things come out, I want to buy the new things. So I've never been super on top of a budget. I've never sat down and made a budget for myself. I just try not to open my credit card app on my phone and see how much money I am in debt for, which is an awful way to budget. I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and the pandemic only made that worse because my grad student contract is 9 months out of the year, so summertime, gotta find something else to do to make money. However, I have some medical conditions that made me super vulnerable to COVID, so I basically holed up and isolated for the entirety of summer, and my family members said, no, don't risk it and get a minimum wage job. You can figure it out without working. So I spent the summer not working. I didn't have my grad student stipend. My on-campus job ended when we switched to remote just because I wasn't able to work on campus. The whole campus shut down. I was strapped for cash. That stimulus bill helped me a little bit, but I wasn't working all summer. I lost my second job, and I was kind of depressed and just spending money to spend money. So all of those combining factors led to a lot of credit card debt. We now have my name in my planner as a side note. Pretty proud of that. So a lot of credit card debt, and I'm going to be honest in this video and to tell you what I'm in debt. I am $3,000 in debt. It's not a lot of money, but for me, it's a lot of money. I know people who are in a lot worse credit card debt, but I make next to nothing. So I am very much struggling to pay credit card bills off. And basically, majority of my paycheck goes to credit card stuff now. And it keeps piling up because I sometimes leave the balance hanging a little bit. Well, obviously, I'm $3,000 in debt. It's been hanging. So I'm trying to work through that in 2021. I'm trying to control my spending on things like planner supplies. I am trying to cut back on eating out from restaurants. I'm trying to be more cognizant of where my money is going to. Like, I have a bunch of these subscription services, and some of them I don't use. Like, at one point, I had one of those movie theater subscriptions where I could go and see movies 3 times a week for $20 a month. And the movie theaters shut down, and they actually, I think, deactivated my subscription because all the movie theaters were closed. But, like, if they hadn't told me that they were gonna, like, stop it while the movie theaters were closed, I probably would have continued to pay $20 a month through this whole thing. I'm really bad at doing stuff like that. So, trying to know where my money goes. I tried budget planning a little bit a few months ago. I had a skinny classic planner that I kind of revamped into a budget planner, but it wasn't enough structure for me. I needed this like worksheet layout of the budget planner. So this is a good investment, I'd like to say. This is what the weekly spreads look like. So you have month of, and then I don't know, probably the month you'll fill in there because this is undated. Income, so paydays, and then totals, income, expenses, and remaining. And then you have date, bill description, category, amount, and then paid. Your savings tracker for date, account, activity, and balance, and then accounts and debts, so date, account, activity, and balance. And then this is like a no-spend challenge. I need to get better at the no-spend challenges. Every time I tell myself, okay, no-spend November, then there's like a happy planner release that I wasn't expecting. Weekly expenses, you got date, category description, amount, need, and then want, so you can decide if it's something you need or something you want, and then check it off in either box. And while your expenses are all kind of tracked on your credit card apps or whatever, I want them all in one place, and I feel like the action of writing out what I'm spending will keep me from spending things. Like if I'm at the grocery store and there's nothing I need, but I'm like, oh, a pack of gum would be nice, I'm really going to think about that. Like, do I really want to write pack of gum and then like note like $1.28 or whatever? Probably not. So keeping myself accountable by writing out whatever I spend. So I'm going to go ahead and set this planner up so I can start using it in January. It is dated on the tabs, but the weeks aren't dated. I'm going to start with the monthly layout. I have this Bright sticker book here. It's like the mega sticker book. And this is a total tangent, but I'm telling you anyway. When I bought this sticker book, or when it first came out, I went to Michael's to go find it. And the app said it was in stock, but it wasn't on the shelves. So I was like, oh, that's weird. So I went to the employee at Michael's and I was like showing them my app and I'm like, it says it's supposed to be in this aisle. It's not in this aisle. Do you have any idea where they might be? So they searched the aisle, couldn't find it. They're like, oh, we'll go check in the back. 20-ish minutes later, like they were obviously searching for this book. The guy comes back and he has it in his hands and he hands it to me. And as you can see, it says I heart stickers right here. He says, here you go. I love stickers. Like, I think he was referring to the product name, like thinking the book was called I Love Stickers. And I'm like, oh, I love stickers too. But no, I don't think he was telling me he loved stickers. I think he was just telling me that that was what the book was. So anyway, let's get to some budgeting. I feel like this has like payday stickers in it. Yeah, it has bill stickers. I'm just going to be using random colors. Maybe we'll try to keep it in like a blue theme, and maybe by making it look pretty, I'll be more inclined to use it. So the first is when my rent is due. I'm going to cover up the holidays because this is a budget planner. The other major bill that I know for sure is on the 20th, and that is Discover Card. I know I have a bunch of random like subscription expenses on the 1st, but honestly, if I try to fit in pay bill on stickers for everything that I have due on the 1st, it's going to get a little crazy. So maybe I just do another sticker and kind of lump them together. Like I think my Ipsy account renews on the 1st. Spotify might be in there. After this video is done, I'm going to like look back on my credit card bill and just see when everything is getting charged to me. But I want to make sure that I get these stickers on the days that need to be charged. Also want to get payday there. I don't know if there's a payday sticker. Money sticker might do the job. We'll try money. So the 16th is when I get paid for my grad student stipend. I am currently not working my second job just because we are off campus. So this is my one payday in January. I do automatically get charged, we're not charged. My bank account automatically moves money from my checking into my savings on the 1st, but the 1st is like bill galore. So we're gonna put that on the day before the 1st. And this will remind me that money is getting moved. And that also means that I have to have at least $25 in my account. Separate accounts, so I will have $25, but gotta remember that. I'm gonna go figure out what days other things fall on, and I will be right back. Okay, I went and looked through some statements, so I know when some other things are due. The 10th is my internet bill. The 10th is also when I get charged for Spotify. In this top box on the 1st is going to be like Ipsy and Patreon. Those both get charged on the 1st. And then on the 14th, I get charged for iCloud storage. And I get charged for utility bills sometime around like the 24th. But I don't know the set day. It really changes month by month. Sometimes it's the 25th. I'm going to have to do some more digging to figure out when that's due. This one is automatic. So perhaps we use one of these automatic payment stickers just to indicate that. Same with these ones over here. So put that there. It's going to block out a lot of information if I put it on both of them. So I'm just going to keep it on the top one. So now I'm going to go through and fill some things out. So this one is Discover. We have Apple right here. And that's only $3. I just pay for iCloud storage. Rent is going to go up here. And then I'm going to fill in the amount. I also live in the middle of nowhere, so rent is kind of cheap. This one is just going to be like general subscriptions. It feels a little vague, but I'll know what it is. I'm not going to bother adding up the amounts yet. I'll get to that like at some point when I'm off of camera. Here we have Comcast and Spotify. My internet decided it was going to be more expensive after the first year, so now I'm stuck paying $43 a month when it used to be $20, and I'm not happy about that. I'm still on student Spotify, so $5 there. It feels weird including like $3 and $5 on here, but it all adds up. This I don't have a set number on because it just kind of gradually increases. I'm going to call that good on the monthly spread for now. This I'm going to fill in as the month progresses. And the same goes with weekly expenses. So I'm going to do these on my own, but I hope this was helpful to you, kind of like seeing where I'm starting my budget journey. Hopefully I can continuously do check-ins throughout 2021, and that'll keep me on track to hopefully be debt-free by the end of 2021. I am very new to budget planning. If you know anyone who makes YouTube videos or has an Instagram channel that is very budget-focused, please send the link my way. I would like to get as much of a head start on kind of like gathering budgeting information before 2021 starts. I am also just like trying to get to a place where I can start saving up for some things that I'd like to do in my future. One of my big dreams is to get a dog, a long-haired dachshund to be specific, and those are expensive dogs, but also you need to have like a stockpile of money in case it needs vet bills done. Like there's things in owning a dog that make it very expensive. So maybe in 2022, if I do everything according to plan in 2021, that'll be a possibility. I'm also hoping to move to a different apartment in 2021. It is a little iffy just because I'm not at a great financial spot. I'm not at the financial spot I thought I would be ending this year. I thought I would be fine to spend an extra $100 or so a month to move up to a 2-bedroom. But again, that's kind of iffy right now. So I'm figuring things out, but I will keep you in the loop as I continue to move forward. give me your budgeting tips and links and suggestions below. I would very much appreciate that. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more of my budgeting content, like this video. Subscribe to my channel as well to see all of the content that I make. Everything is very planner focused. It's not all budgeting, but this is hopefully going to be part of my new 2021 lineup. As always, follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share my after the pen spreads as well as spreads that didn't get videos. Hope to see you there. Thank you and happy planning.